VE Day, Victory in Europe. The Second World War cast a long shadow across Europe. Years of conflict, occupation, and unimaginable suffering had taken their toll. But as 1945 dawned, the tide began to turn against Nazi Germany. Allied forces advanced from both the east and west. The Soviet Red Army pushed relentlessly through Eastern Europe. Meanwhile, British, American, and Canadian troops fought their way across France and into Germany itself. By late April, the situation for the Third Reich was hopeless. Adolf Hitler remained defiant in his Berlin bunker. But his regime was crumbling around him. On April 30th, Hitler committed suicide. Grand Admiral Karl Donitz assumed leadership of what remained of the German government. Surrender was now inevitable. Negotiations began almost immediately. On May 7, 1945, General Alfred Jodl signed the Instrument of Unconditional Surrender at Allied headquarters in Reims, France. The war in Europe was officially over. The surrender document stipulated that all hostilities would cease at 23:01 Central European Time on May 8. This meant that for Britain, Victory in Europe Day (VE Day) would be celebrated on May 8. News of the surrender spread like wildfire. Spontaneous celebrations erupted across Britain, the United States, and many other Allied nations. People poured into the streets, waving flags and singing songs. In London, crowds gathered in Trafalgar Square and outside Buckingham Palace. King George VI, Queen Elizabeth, and Prime Minister Winston Churchill appeared on the balcony to greet the jubilant masses. VE Day was a moment of immense joy and relief. But it was also a time for solemn remembrance. Millions had died during the war, both soldiers and civilians. The sacrifices made by so many would never be forgotten. VE Day remains a powerful symbol of hope, resilience, and the triumph of good over evil.